And the race is on. Very level start. Superfleet down toward the inside, sprints out for the early lead. Vegas Strip is right there, and Calculated Risker, Brown's Gap up on the outside trying to get to that lead, but is going to be cast out 3 or 4 wide into that first turn. Bright Blue cuts the corner nicely as the back inside of that one comes Painter's Pride, and Perimeter is at the back, but a tight-knit group of 7 here, only about 6 lengths front to back with 6.5 furlongs remaining. It is Superfleet to make the pace. Brown's Gap glued right to that one's hip on the outside. They go through an opening quarter in 23-3 and spin onto the back stretch. They're 2 lengths ahead then of it down along the inside, Bright Blue. Calculated Risker is right there in that second flight. Also there, Vegas Strip in between horses. It's a length and a half more to Painter's Pride, who has 1 beat, and that's Perimeter, who's the trailer. Midway down the back stretch, and Brown's Gap right up alongside of Superfleet now, and these two head and head as they go toward the half-mile pole. They're 2.5 ahead of Vegas Strip and Bright Blue, who race in tandem 3rd and 4th. Now Vegas Strip going the better of those two. Just in behind that one comes Calculated Risker and Painter's Pride. They've both got about 6 lengths to find, and they're 2.5 ahead of Perimeter, who trails as Brown's Gap goes to the lead. Brown's Gap and Angel Suarez quickly put 3/4 of a length on Superfleet. Vegas Strip getting a little bit closer from 3rd, is drawn within a length and a half of the favored leader. It's 3 more then back to Calculated Risker. The others with some work to do as Brown's Gap arrives at the quarter pole, length and a half lead. Vegas Strip, Calculated Risker catches the eye, is out 3 deep, but is coming after Brown's Gap, who's leg weary. Brown's Gap now being collared by Calculated Risker on the outside. Perimeter is starting to wind up from the back. Vegas Strip plugging away between horses, but Calculated Risker and Harry Hernandez go for home. Vegas Strip up to the 2nd spot. Brown's Gap is back in 3rd. Calculated Risker. Vegas Strip with 1 final try. Calculated Risker to go on and win it here by a length and a half. Brown's Gap got back into the bid and might have re-rallied to get back to 2nd. Was in a photo there with Vegas Strip. Into the winner's circle. Winner of today's second race, the HFF LP purse, is number 5, Calculated Risker. 5-year-old bay horse by Into Mischief out of Piccola Isola. New York bred, is owned by Blue Duck Racing and Leonard Green. Raymond Handel, the winning trainer. Harry Hernandez aboard for the winning ride as Calculated Risker scores in today's second race.